What's up, my little nectarinos? Do you guys know what a nectarino is? Do I have any 80 babies? Any 90s kids? Dimension X? No? Just playing, guys. That's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference. I believe it was like the second episode ever on the OG cartoon, guys, back in like 1989. I believe it was Invasion of Teenagers from Dimension X or something like that. Anyways, getting off on all sorts of crap. Guys, it is 5 a.m. It is October 8th. We are hurling through the year. It's already fall. I can't believe it. It just seems like this time last year we were doing reviews and all sorts of different kind of videos, guys. Gold is going crazy. It's gone up $50 since I went to sleep. Last night when I went to bed, some it was reporting around 4,000 something. This morning, some of the reports I'm looking at is around 4,060. I know other ones are around 4,030. Anyways, crazy, guys. I have not been feeling my best. I'm not feeling my best right now. Wow. It's just, I think maybe, I don't know. It kind of caught up to me. I actually called into work yesterday, something that I don't think I've called into work since I was 20 something years old, but I did not feel good. We won't get into it, but today is my scheduled day off. So if you want to say that I got lucky that yesterday I was able to call off and then hopefully feel better today. I got up earlier because you guys, it makes my back hurt and stuff. I don't know. Wow. Let's get over that. Anyways, day three of different styles. Okay. Almost said different Jackie Styles. You guys know who Jackie Styles is? She went to SMS at the time out to Missouri State, but at one time she was probably about 20 years ago the all-time leading scorer in women's basketball, NCAA Division I. This right here, guys, this came from Hawaii Rope Chains. Okay, shout out Myron. Let me get back on you. This chain would be really cool to have a pendant on. Well, what the hell is the chain? Guys, this is a 2mm. That's right, 2mm baby curb. What makes it so special is that it's in 22 karat gold. And with the way prices are going crazy, maybe a smaller chain might be more in the budget. Now, guys, please know that I'm showing you more of the style when I do these videos, as in this is a 2mm chain, not that it's 22 karat. I could care less if this was silver. If someone was wearing silver, if someone was wearing 10 karat, 14 karat, 9 karat, 18, whatever, you get the point. It doesn't matter, guys. If all I could afford was silver, that's what I'd want to wear. If I could only afford a rope, that's what I would want to wear. It's really about just defining yourself. To me, jewelry is, it's like the internet. It's like when you ask your parents or something for advice, or your wife. It's like you go to your family when you want to get advice that's going to kind of go against what you're thinking. You go to the internet when you want to validate what you're thinking. So you'll look and you'll look and you'll look until you find something that says, yep, that's what I want. That's what I need. I've always been somebody who was more, and everybody's different. And I know there's both kinds of people. I've always been more of I don't want to be like that person, but I like what they're doing. So I'll take a little bit of that and put it into me, into my heart, So, I mean, you guys may have mentioned or heard me mention before, like with this reference, like Cruel Intentions, I always thought, the character Sebastian had like the sickest wardrobe, right? I mean, badass car, everything else, sick dude. But, I would have never wanted to be that person. And then when people are like, to me even, some comments, they'll say, man, I wish I had this, or I wish I was like this, or guys, don't ever wish you were like somebody else. Okay, it may sound bad, but wish you were better. Okay, if you were like, man, I wish I had as much money as this person or whatever, Don't wish that. Wish you had more. And that's not a bad thing. Do something with it. So if someone has $1 million and you wish to have $2 million, donate some of it. Do good. Okay? Not all things have to be bad. But mainly, while I've been sitting here yapping at you, I really wanted you guys just to be able to look at this because, again, with budgeting and prices going insane, the casual, guys, I love this look. I love the clean look. There's something on. Okay, and this is what I love about baby curbs and the flat links. Do you guys see it dancing up and down? If I had a Miami Cuban that was more rounded, it's going to hit each one, but it doesn't just dance like that. So when it comes to the small chains, I know that we're not really doing, but this is a 2mm, 22 karat as well. Again, doesn't matter what carat, guys, but see, how big, that kind of looks. Again, today's, look is going to be the flat link look and a 2mm. So whether it's a Figaro, a Miami Cuban, a flat curb, or a baby curb, this is kind of the look you're going for. Now, a Figaro may look a little bigger, but of course it's going to have the gaps. The Miami Cuban may actually look a little thicker, but it's not, to me, going to be as shiny. And then, and it's really dependent on your diamond cuts and stuff. I mean, some Figaros may be round, some may have like some sharp diamond cuts in them. I really like that about the Lynx Figaros, that they have the diamond cuts and they really shine. But guys, I know the other videos have been just a couple minutes, but again, I think it's very important because gold is going up so much that even the baby curb has gone, that I had bought, the 5.5mm from Jacoji, has gone up significantly. Okay, I can't talk, but it's gone up a whole bunch. We'll just do that. And since I bought it, a bunch, okay? And maybe not everybody is going to be able to, myself included, afford a 5.5mm baby curb. So these smaller chains, if you're just getting into it, some people will call this a starter chain. Guys, it's not my first chain. It's not even close. But would I wear this? Absolutely. In fact, if I only have one chain at all, it would be this 3.5mm baby curb. That'd be it. Because it's my favorite. I can wear it all the time, and there you go. Kind of look at what a 3.5 versus that 2mm looks like. There is a big difference. Oop. Scooter's going out on me. Scooter the computer. So that's the 2, that's the 3.5. And yes, there's a huge difference. However, I like this look. It's very clean. It doesn't. Now, if you guys are sitting back in a chair or anything like that, this is going to probably come back a little bit. So kind of like that, back on your neck. So you might have to do this when you stand up. Most of the time it won't do that. Now, lighter chains, the one thing that will happen is, I call the lobster clasp, guys, ever since I was in elementary school, a booby. So I would say, hey, your boobie's showing, not thinking anything of it. I don't know if you can say that anymore. Don't give two shits. So there's my boobie. That happens a lot more in a lighter chain. Something like this 5.5mm. To me, you have the lobster clasps. It just doesn't move. Kind of like on the bigger Cubans, if you wanted to wear it with the box lock over on the side, it kind of stays there. However, these, you're going to find that lobster clasp moves. Now, guys, the other thing about this is if you're wearing a hoodie or something and you're about my size, I have gained 3 pounds, okay? So I'm no longer 229, I'm now 232. Okay, so let's say that goes up into here like this. But honestly, like the 3.5 kind of does the same thing if I'm wearing a bigger hoodie. Why do I love it, guys? Number one, I think this is a clean look. If I'm wearing just a t-shirt, completely clean. For you guys that, like to go shirtless on the beach or swimming and all that stuff like that, guys, I don't have the body for that. nor the color. I'm very pasty, but that is, it's a beautiful chain, and it's going to catch a lot of light, but it's not overly exaggerated. It's not like you're trying to do too much. Button up t-shirt, you know, collared shirt, whatever you want to call it, polo, that's just going to be right here. It's very clean. Also, you can always add to this. So whether it's adding another pendant or another chain, excuse me, and 2 chaining it, or even 3 chaining it, guys. I really like 3 chains when they're small like this. 2, I like a lot too, but 3, for some reason, 94, but the 3 chain look, if they're all around 2 millimeters, it's just got a whole bunch of different reflections, and because every different chain's hitting differently. Like this one's going up and down, and if even the heavy cable length, I'll wear it with it, and it'll kind of like lay beside it, and you can, it's a different shine. And then if you, maybe if you throw a rope with it, or maybe if you throw on a Figaro. So this look alone, and again, that's mainly what these are for, is just the look. However, I wanted to also tell you guys that because it's a smaller chain, it doesn't have to stop there, okay? Because it might be your first chain. This probably looks bigger on camera than what it really is. However, can you see it? Yes, you can. So that's what people are going to see on you. And I think it's, like I said, it's a really good look. And that, you know, maybe you're wanting something in between a 2 and a 3, but maybe you're wanting something subtle. Guys, that was me. I don't want a bigger chain anymore. I want something smaller like this. With that being said, maybe that's when you're like, you know what? I do just want a small chain that I can wear all the time. I'm going to go from 14 to 18, or I'm going to go from 10 to 14, or I'm going to go ahead and get 22 karat, you know, because that's going to be, you know, my one chain. And guys, this t-shirt is a big O t-shirt, so I have to keep pulling it back. Kind of what I wear to sleep in there, so it's pajamas. But there you go. So 2 millimeter solitaire chain, and this one happens to be a baby curb, and this one happened to come from Hawaii Rope Chains. I just don't feel like you can get the shine out of any flat curb like you can a baby curb, even at this size, guys. So I'm gonna end it on that. The one thing, I had a bunch of questions. I've had 2 people ask me what kind of music I listen to. I answered one of you guys on my favorite CDs. My favorite songs, now believe it or not, my favorite artists are Eminem and Elvis, okay? That's just always been Elvis, and then Eminem kind of, I don't want to say shaped me, because that'd be kind of scary, right? But was there for my childhood. A lot of you guys, you know, may have listened to a lot of that. Maybe you don't like him at all. Doesn't really matter to me. But my favorite song ever, guys, is probably Pachelbel's Cannon. But I like Cannon Rock too, by a guy named Matt Rife. The way he plays it, I always thought that was not Matt Rife. You know what, that might be his name, even though I think there's a comedian named that too. Haley's song, Eminem, that's my favorite song from him. But I also like Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. That came out when I was going into my freshman year in high school. So do you see where I'm going here? And Iris, you know, remember that song? That was real big for me in junior high. I've got a lot of memories because, you know, can't drive, going to a friend's house, almost walking. I remember it raining and listening to it, and good times, guys. But anyways, back to this. If you're wanting a chain, this is something that would definitely be might be in it for you guys. Does it kink? Yes, it can kink. Have I had it kink while I was wearing it? No. But I haven't worn it a whole bunch. I just got it the other day. This is probably the longest I've worn this chain at this moment. But I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. So, you guys, it's Wednesday. Have a very blessed day. It's already 5:15. Let's get it done, okay? Much love.